morning. How are you today? Thank you, yoga friends, for being here with me. Turn my music down just a little bit. A little bit loud for me right now. So we have a Thursday ahead of us. It's 10 o'clock. Time to do a little yoga. Try to feel better, stretch and breathe. Bring this body to life. Fill it with energy and vitality, health and vigor. Fill your mind with joy. Fill your heart with love. And let all of that positivity spread out to everyone you encounter. And even if you stay home all day, you can still send love and joy outward and send that energy out. You have to believe in peace. At least I think so. And that's my mission right now, is to just spread peace and love to everybody. Hey Audrey, hi Greg. Send peace and love out to everybody through the energy of my own soul, which is connected to the universe, to God, and to the life force that's in all of us. We all have that. And some people are a little more aware of it. Some people are all up in their minds and they can't feel that spirit. So one thing that I find is very good is meditation, where you quiet the mind and just be aware. Hey Annie, just be aware that everybody, hey Delta, namaste Delta, nice to see you today. Good morning. So anyway, let's go ahead and start our yoga practice. Just as usual, sitting in any position that's comfortable for you. Allow the back to be straight. Lift up through the top of the head. Quiet the mind. Close the eyes. And seek higher awareness of who you are, what you are. Remember, you are not your life. You are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. You have been given your life. And you are the one that hears your thoughts and listens to them. You are spirit. You're not a human having a spiritual experience. You are spirit having a human experience. Your real energy is spiritual. Let it shine forth. Let your breath connect you deeper into yourself, feeding every soul and every cell. As you exhale, visualize that you're letting your stored waste products of metabolism of the cells, just letting it flow out. And that actually is happening as you breathe in. Your blood brings the oxygen to every cell, and it picks up the waste products and takes them out. And as you exhale, they leave the body. But along with those waste products, let's imagine we're letting go of anger, we're letting go of stress, we're letting go of negativity or any kind of fear or fear-based emotions. Let them go. We're not our best selves when we're filled with negativity and fear. Let's be our best selves as much as we can. Consciously choose the positive way, the middle way, the easy way. Don't fight. Go with the flow. All right, so let's do a little yoga. Let's drop the head down towards the shoulder. I've got my right ear reaching down towards my right shoulder, and the result is that it lengthens the left side of the neck from behind the ear, and that tendon that goes down towards the shoulder. I'll keep both shoulders down, but especially the one that's being stretched, the oblique muscle stretching in towards the shoulder. Keep them down. That's our goal, is to release, relax, and allow ease and comfort and balance to enter into the body. Let's breathe in and lift the head back up. Lift it up, breathe in. Exhale slowly, slowly. Allow the head to go the other way. If you're new to my yoga page here on Facebook, please remember, throughout everything that we do, never force anything. Always be gentle. Be aware. Listen to the body's messages. You don't have to do everything I say. You can modify it to make it more beneficial to you, because I don't know what your situation is. You know your situation, so just honor the body and be gentle. Be grateful. Whatever range of movement your body has today, please fill your heart with gratitude. It could be worse. I tell myself that all the time. Be grateful. Be grateful. We're just allowing the neck to stretch a little bit on the oblique side, from behind the ear down towards the shoulder. Breathe in, lift up, exhale, allow it to slowly drop. Breathe in, lift up, exhale, drop down. We're taking it slow, we always do. This is the most gentle yoga on the internet, at least it seems like it. I haven't seen anybody doing more gentle yoga. Keeping it really soft. Focus on the emotions and spiritual connections. All right, let's bring that head up the next time. And we're just going to look left and right now. We're just allowing the neck to have its full range of possible movement. Looking left and right. Keep your shoulders down and let your heart shine forward. Shoulders go back. Squeeze those shoulder blades a little bit. And then just drop the arms. Let them be heavy. We look right and left. Breathe in and out. Keep going. Any speed is perfect. Whatever your body is asking for, you may want to stay right here and breathe. That's allowed because you're doing what is needed for you. Or you may want to stay right here. It's good. It's good to move. It's good to breathe. It's good to have positive feelings fill our hearts and our minds. You are what you think. Your thoughts can take root and produce fruit. So be careful of the seeds you plant with those thoughts. All right, prayer hands coming up. Close the eyes and just turn inward for a moment with your breath. We raise our hands up overhead, slowly stretching the body up. Maybe you feel the side of your body reaching up towards your armpits. Reach up your fingertips. Breathe in. And exhale, bring the hands right back down to your heart center. Bow your head. Take a moment before you breathe in to just be still. Inhale, bring the hands up overhead again. Exhale down. 3 more times, just breathing and moving. Seek that stillness as you finish your exhalation and your hands are at your heart center. Take a moment to just be. Reach up this time, look up at the ceiling, wiggle those fingers. Exhale, bring them to the side, and let's bring the hands back as far as we can. If they drop down a little bit, that's okay. Just squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift your face, and bring the hands forward. All the way to touch the fingers in front of your heart. Straight arms. Bow your head. Bring the hands to the heart. Bring the elbows back. Send the elbows back farther as far as you can. And make fists in your hands. Squeeze back and lift your face. Breathe in. Exhale. Push forward. Fingers forward. Bow your head. Exhale. 2 more times. Breathe in. Exhale. We're really rounding our back and arching our back in the upper area by the shoulder blades and shoulders. Good. Stretch your legs out. Take a moment to just flex your ankles, bend your knees, shake your knees a little bit. Do a little jiggle leg there. Let the blood come all the way to your toes. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Flex your ankles and point, flex and point. All right, we're going to have our hands on our thighs, reach for the ankles and up to the hips. Breathe as you move, bending at the waist, letting the face come a little bit close to the knees. If you want, you can look at your legs so you're not stretching your neck up when you're coming into your forward bend position. Beautiful. Let's do a soft forward fold. Let the feet open out, knees bend slightly. And walk your fingers towards the inside of your soles or arches of your foot. And let your fingers rest there, round your back, drop your head. Sit soft for a moment. And then slowly push against the legs and bring yourself back up. Alright, we're ready to lay on down. We're going to go straight to our position on our backs. Arms can be wherever feels comfortable for you right now. Your knees are bent and your heels are a little bit close to your hips. Make sure you feel comfortable, balanced. And we drop both knees to the left. We hang out here for a moment. Feel any discomfort or tension, try to breathe air into that spot. Send the healing energy of the breath right to that spot. Imagine it travels right there and gives that spot just a little massage, a little comfort. Maybe you can request that it relax, and maybe it will respond. Yes. Knees come slowly back up and over to the other side. Again, rest through the hip. Let it sink down. Trust yourself enough to let go all that holding, that protective tension that we keep in our lower back. Coming slowly up. Let's bring the knees to the chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in and release a few times. Match your movement to your breath. Beautiful. Reach up with your hands. Reach up with your feet. Bend your knees and grab your feet in your hands. Just rock a little bit left and right. Get familiar with all of the balance areas of the body, the hips and the shoulders, the spine and the neck. All right, reach those arms and legs back up, and let's circle our ankles, circle our wrists. Breathe. See, it's so easy to make yourself feel better. You just need to get on your yoga mat and take a few moments to breathe and stretch. Let's bring the hands and the feet into a flexed position so the ankle and wrists are bent back, and straighten the arms, straighten the legs as much as you can. If you feel like you just can't get your legs straight, there's a constant bend in your knees, then that is something that you can find the edge of your straightening leg and breathe air into wherever your muscles and tendons are talking to you. Breathe air into that spot. If you do this a couple times a week, in 3 or 4 weeks, you'll have those legs straight. If you do it every day, maybe even faster. Maybe in 2 weeks, you'll have those legs able to straighten. In this position, legs and arms straight up. Let's bend them and push it down, push it up. Lower it down, push it up. 10 times now. We go strong. 10. 9, be strong, 8. Yes, breathe. 7. Keep going. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's go for a little walk. Take a small steps with the hands and the feet. Let's see if we can alternate. Bring the feet on the left side, the hand together, and the right hand out. And then that's actually kind of hard to alternate. Anytime it's challenging, it's worth trying to do. If you do it enough, you'll build new connections in your brain, and you'll find that soon you have a sharper brain because you have new connections, neurons in the brain, making new pathways. All right, stretch your legs out on the ground. Let's stretch as long as we can. Arms go overhead. Stretch and breathe. Really expand your ribcage outward. And release, release. Let everything go. Let's have a quiet moment. Focus on your breath. Let your breath be long and slow, deep and full. No forcing. Just be aware. We're going to roll over onto one side and just find yourself comfortably into almost like a fetal position. Knees are bent and stacked. Your head can rest on your upper arm, or if you have a pillow, you can put a pillow right there for your head. Let your top hand, my right hand is on top, so I'll say my right hand on top of the right hip. Just rest for a moment and breathe. Let yourself sink down. Find balance and stability here on your side. And we bring the top hand up, bring this top leg up, straighten out that leg if you can, and we reach up and over and down, slowly down. We're breathing in as we move it up. And exhale, slowly sink it down. Find your full range of motion. Don't force anything. Don't try to be, you may not have as much flexibility as you see with me on the screen. That's okay. If your leg just comes to here, or even here, that's your range of motion, and it benefits you to work your range of motion, whatever it may be. Breathe as you move. One more time. Leave the hand up as you drop your leg down. Let's bring them up to touch at the top or crisscross, and down as you exhale. Exhale down, slow, smooth, controlled, maybe even graceful. Maybe you want to put a little movement in your hand, make it more enjoyable. Let your fingers be gentle and graceful. This time we touch the toes to the fingers, and as we come down, we're going to lift up the torso off the floor. So your middle of your torso is off the floor. Your weight is on your hips and your shoulders. The middle is up, and the arm goes overhead. Stretch. Feel a nice stretch through the side of the body. Stretch. Come up again. And bend the knee. Grab the knee. Now let's do a fast move. Let's bring elbow to knee. And stretch it out. Elbow to knee. Stretch it out. Breathe in. Exhale, scrunch. Reach. Inhale. Exhale, scrunch. Reach, breathe in, scrunch, reach, keep it going. Let's pick the pace up a little bit. You may be feeling a little bit of action in your buttocks. Your top buttock is probably talking to you a little bit right now. Let's do 10 of these. Come on, we can do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, yes, we're doing it, 5, 4, 3, you can rest if it's too much, 2, we're almost there, come on, 1, grab the knee, lay it on the floor in front of your chest, straighten out your lower leg, let that lower leg go really straight, and then take your right shoulder, your top shoulder back, and allow it to reach for the floor, open your hands out, allow the hip to release and relax, spinal twist. Three more deep restorative breaths, in through the nose, out through loose lips, like a deflating balloon. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Let it go. The last one, do it yourself. Really feel the relaxation. Fill the body as you exhale. Let go. Be heavy. Be relaxed. Be at peace. Be grateful for this moment right now. Nice. And when you're ready, we're going to bring those knees together again. Bend them up back to our fetal position to rest. And maybe give your hip a bit of a massage, give some thanks to the flanks, right? Maybe make a fist and pound deep into that big muscle. When you're ready, we're going to roll onto the tummy, all over onto the belly. Roll over. Just turn the toes under and have the tops of your toes on the floor and your forehead on the floor. Bend your arms and bring your fingers right under your shoulders, your elbows tucked in at your waist. And slowly drag your nose across the floor, forehead, nose, chin. Bring the head up, release tension in your shoulders. Don't really push with your hands, this is a low cobra. Squeeze your buttocks together to protect your lower back. See if you can lift your head, shoulders, and maybe a little bit of your chest up without using your hands. Your hands are not working right now. No arm work. And slowly drop it down. Chin comes to the floor, nose, and then forehead. And then you can rest. You can turn your toes pointing inward, your heels go outward, and bring your arms maybe to a more comfortable position to rest. Take 3 deep breaths here. And then we pick the head up, arms out in the air like airplane wings. Bring your legs straight out from your hips up off the ground. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Strong back, strong shoulder, strong torso. See if you can lengthen your neck, get your shoulders away from your ears. Arms are lifted, legs are lifted. Keep breathing. And then as you come down, come back to your resting pose on your tummy and turn your head, maybe turn your head the other way if that works for you. You don't have to do that if it's not an easy position to turn your head all the way over on your belly. Okay, bring those hands under the shoulders again, elbows by the waist. Bring your feet flat, toes flat on the ground, forehead on the mat. Let's do our cobra. Drag the forehead, drag the nose, drag the chin, lift the head, lift the shoulders, And now you can push if you want a little bit with your arms and bring the body up. But don't straighten your arms. You don't need to bring your body that high up. Just push a little bit with the arms. Hold. Keep squeezing your buttocks. And then we come down. Breathe. Find your resting position. I'm going to turn my body around so that when I come out, I'll be still looking at the camera, able to make sure that you can see me. So we roll over onto the other side for the fetal position now. Take a moment, just rest on your side, let yourself be heavy. Your head can rest on your shoulder or arm or a pillow. Your upper hand now is my left hand is on top, my left leg is on top. Stretch that hand out, stretch that top leg out, breathe in, lift. Find your range of motion, whatever it may be. Don't compare yourself to me or anybody else, not even yourself at a younger age. Find your range of motion today, right now, and be grateful for it. Work it with your breath. Smooth, slow, controlled, and let's let ourselves even be graceful. Let the fingers find an expression that gives you joy. Let's let the legs stay down, arm reach up overhead, and they come up together to touch or crisscross. And down, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right, let's bend the knee and elbow, touch the knee to the elbow, and then reach. Scrunch, reach, breathe in, scrunch, exhale. Keep it going. Going. I wasn't counting this time, but I think we've done about 10. Let's do 2 more. Grab that knee, place it on the ground right in front of your chest, and straighten out your lower leg. Get it all the way straight. Then hit the upper shoulder reaching back, chest reaching for the ceiling, and just relax in a spinal twist. Relax. Listen to the body, and if it makes a request, say yes. Supply whatever is requested. Take some nice, long, slow, deep, full breaths here. And really just to say to yourself, allow me to be heavy. Allow me to be heavy. Don't hold anything in the body. Just breathe and relax. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, slowly roll back. And we're going to go back onto the belly. Back onto the belly. Continue to rest in this pose. Just relax. Now I'm going to give you a choice. You can either do the airplane pose again, or you can do the bow. If you want to do the airplane, go ahead and start that. If you're working on creating your body into a bow, bring your hand, bend your knees, bring your feet up, reach your hands back, and grab onto the tops of your feet. Lift your head, squeeze your buttocks, lift your knees, lift your shoulders, lift your face. Keep rolling those feet up, higher and higher. Pull against your hands. And slowly we come down. Let's go directly up onto hands and knees now. Hands and knees, table position. And we'll arch the back and sway the back. Start slow. We're just allowing the back to move through an arch position. Drop the head, drop the tailbone. Come back to flat back and lift the face, lift the tailbone. Let the middle of the back sink down. Arch and sway. Cat and cow. Breathe as you move. Let's do a little left and right. Look over your left shoulder for your left hip. Stick the hip out. Come back around and look for your right hip around your right shoulder. So we're doing side to side with the head moving around the shoulder each time. Keep breathing. Let's come back to a flat back. Push with your hands. Don't allow your shoulders to scrunch. Keep your arms pushing down. And return to your cat and cow. Arch and sway. If this is all you do every day for your body, it's a great service. Just the cat-cow pose. And you don't even have to do it on your hands and knees. You can do it standing up. Put your hands on the back of the sofa, or a table, or the wall even, and just arch and sway. But the key is to be slow and thoughtful and work with your breath as well as your spine. All right, sink back onto your heels, let the hips rest right there, and walk your fingers forward. Allow your forehead to come down to the mat for a resting pose, child's pose. Come back up onto your elbows and knees. Make your knees just a little wider and bring your big toes to touch each other. Hands are flat on the ground. And maybe you make a diamond shape with your finger in your index fingers and your thumbs. Stretch it back. Come forward on your elbow. Bring your nose to the floor or close to it. Back. Forward. Let's come back up onto our hands and knees. Bring those knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. And we're going to do a little bit of what we call thread the needle. Take your right hand and thread the needle. Put it right behind your left wrist and bring it all the way through. And then bring your right shoulder down and your right side of your face down. Keep your left elbow over your left wrist. Push down with your left hand just a little bit. Push yourself back up to cat and cow. Arch and sway. Arch and sway. Inhale and exhale. Exhale and inhale. Okay, now let's do it the other way. Thread the needle. Left hand behind the right wrist, all the way down. Face goes to the floor, the left side of your face, your cheek or your temple, resting on the floor. Your shoulder is all the way down on the left, and your right wrist is right under your right elbow. Push a little bit with your hand down, your right hand. Maybe feel a lovely activation of your shoulder blade. And then push yourself back up to cat and cow arch and sway. Let's come back to a nice strong table position. Make sure your hands are in a good place to turn your toes under. And let's do our first downward dog of the day. Take the knees up, drop the head, upside down letter V position. Downward dog. We're just going to hold any form of downward dog that feels good to you right now. Let's modify slightly by pushing harder with the fingertips and let the head drop between the arms. Lift the tailbone up. And then slowly bring those knees back down. Hands and knees. Bring that left knee up between the hands and sit on your hip, and the foot can go out to the side a bit, so the left foot is off to your right side, off to the side, and you're on your front of your back thigh. Your right thigh is, if you're following my left-right signals, your right thigh is going back and you're on the front of that thigh. This is our pigeon pose. Allow yourself to just be here for a moment and breathe. Shoulders out of your ears, long through the spine. Close the eyes and breathe. Sit back on that left hip. Sit farther back on that left hip. Bring your back hands behind your hips. Stretch those legs out in a straddle. Take a minute. Find yourself in a straddle position that works for you. Your legs don't have to be way out to the side if it doesn't work for you. Put them wherever you feel good. You may choose to pull the flesh away from your sitting bones to connect your weight down into the earth through the pelvis points. If you do that, you can push down on those supports and then lift through the spine, through the torso, through the neck, through the top of the head. Let your shoulders stay down. Let's bring the arms up and out and up. Crisscross out. Breathe it in. Let's bring the hands right over the legs. Reach. Reach for something floating above your toes. You just want to tap it. Touch or push. Reach. Touch. Keep reaching. Keep touching. Keep breathing. Arms out. Let's breathe up. Bring them up. Bring them way up. Reach as high as you can. Look up. Prayer hands come down, but keep the length in the spine, hands to the floor in front of you, bend the elbows. Keep that length through the spine. You don't have to go very far forward, don't worry about that. Just breathe and move wherever you feel is the perfect stretch for you in the straddle sit. Up to sitting tall, arms out. We reach for the air above the toes. Reach. arms up. Breathe in. Prayer hands down. Let's take our prayer hands and bow towards turn the body towards the left knee and bow towards the left knee. Bring yourself back up, still hands in prayer pose. Turn towards your right knee, bow towards your right leg. Up, arms out to the side. Let's reach over, stretch over, and up, stretch over, and up. One more time, stretch, hold the stretch here, and up, over the other way, hold the stretch. We're going to bend our right leg down. Remember before we were on pigeon on the left and we came into the straddle? Let's do pigeon on the right. Bend the right leg. Keep that foot out. Don't bring it into your groin. Keep it out. Almost a 90-degree bend here in the knee. And we shift our weight forward onto the right hip. Left leg is going to walk back and stretch out. Find your pigeon pose on your right. Lift through the heart. Shoulders away from your ears. Lots of good breath here. Place your weight on your hands. Pick the hips up and also the back knee. And slide back into table pose. Arch and sway. Let's do an Achilles heel tendon stretch. So we're going to come down onto our elbows. Take your right leg back and put the toes on the ground. Push back. And we're going to hold this for 30 seconds, a static stretch to let the Achilles tendon really release and relax. Keep pushing back and breathing. Try to get that right leg straight. And just a slippery mat moved out from under you. Halfway there, keep pushing. Straight leg. Stretch the back of the leg. You feel a lot of energy behind the knee and in the calf. All right. Let's lift that heel up now. Let it go as high as it possibly can. Bend the knee and straighten a few times. Bend the knee. Bring it out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. Out to the side. Straighten the leg, bring it down. Let's bring the other foot back now. Left foot back, toes on the ground. Straight leg. Push through the heel. 30-second static stretch. Keep breathing. Stretch that heel back, keep breathing. And then allow the heel to stretch up towards the ceiling as high as it'll go. Bend the knee and straighten. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend and hold the bend. Bring the knee out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. More times. Out and in. Out and in. Out. In. Knee down. Ease back to pose of a child. Take a rest. come back up to table position. Turn the toes under and find ourselves in another downward dog. Walk the dog. One heel up, one heel down. Take your time. Let your hips move left and right. Walk your feet closer together. Big toes touching. Let's bring the heels up. Push back in the hands and arms and spine and hips. And then slowly lower the heels. Put all your weight on your right foot. Let your left foot drift upward. And down it comes. All your weight on your left foot. Right foot drifts upward. Three-legged dog. You don't have to do this if it feels wobbly or difficult, painful, uncomfortable, awkward. Bring the leg down and let's let our legs go wide. Push back. Drop your head between your arms. Stretch the back of the legs, the hips, the lower back, the shoulders. And then bring the knees down to the floor again. Let's sit on our heels in the hero pose. If this doesn't work for you, you can modify it by putting a pillow under your knees or perhaps a pillow under your hips. Or just don't sit like this at all if it does not work for you. So I'm going to turn a little bit at an angle so you can see a little bit behind me as well. Bring the hands out to the side, palms up, and just let them sort of hang there. No effort in the arms or hands. We're going to bend forward, touch the top of the head to the floor, and then pick it up. If your head doesn't actually touch the floor, it's okay. Drop it down and pick it up. Strengthen the torso. 3 more times. Down and up. Down and up. Last time. Down and up. Arms out to the side and up all the way overhead. Stretch up. Prayer hands down. Push it up and out. Bring your hands behind your tailbone and interlock your fingers. Straighten your arms. Bend forward. And let's come up onto our forehead, onto the top of the head. And let the arms flop over and be heavy, reaching for the floor. I'm just going to come up to see if I'm on camera. I don't even know if I'm on camera here. Slowly roll back onto your heels and lift the body up, reach the arms up overhead, stretch tall. Let's come up onto a kneeling position and bring the hands, both hands, overhead to the right and let the hip go to the left. Bring it up, breathe in, slowly come up. Take a breath here. And let's let both hands move towards the left. The hip and the shoulder go to the right. Bring it up. Breathe in. Take a breath here. One more time. Hands go to the right, hips go to the left. Inhale, bring it up. Take a breath here. And let's go the other way. Hands down. Let's go into a squat position. We're going to be on our flat feet. Knees out to the side. Toes pointed away a little bit. Elbows inside the knees pushing out. Knees outside the elbows pushing in. A lot of tension in between the elbows and knees here. Hands come to prayer pose at your heart. Lift through the lower back. Lift through the waist. Lift through the upper back. Shine your heart forward. And hold this squat for 5 breaths. Close the eyes. See if you visualize any colors or patterns in your mind's universe. Be in the moment. The yoga squat, very, very beneficial to all organs in the lower abdomen. Push a little bit against one knee and elbow pair, and then the other. Shift your shoulders in and out. All right, back to the center. Hands to the floor in front of your feet. Lift your hips and drop your head. Find yourself in a beautiful forward fold, hands on the floor. Shift your weight between your feet and your hands just a hair. Allow your head to be heavy, relaxed, hanging straight down with no effort in the neck. Let it go. Bring all your weight to your feet. Let both hands travel to the left ankle. Nose to the left knee. Hold and breathe. Slowly walk your hands over to your right ankle. Both hands grab onto that right ankle. Nose to your right knee. Hold and breathe. Back to the center. Place your hands on top of your feet. Bend your knees. Slide your hands up your shins. Grab a hold of your knees. Push against those bent knees and bring the body slowly up. Walk your hands up your thighs. Take your time. Bring down on the floor almost an hour. And your blood may be a little bit reluctant to travel so far uphill up to the brain. You may feel a little bit dizzy. So be sure you have some place to sit down if you feel a little wobbly. Let's take a few steps here. Bend the knees up to the chest. Lots of good breath here. Let's bend the elbows as we bring the knee up. You can go fast or slow here. The irony here is if you go slow, you're actually doing more of a challenge to your balance and your muscles. So slow it down if you can. And breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you drop. As you place it down. Stand in mountain, roll those shoulders up and back, let your arms relax. Keep that weight on your feet balanced between the front and back of the feet, and of course between the feet themselves, left and right. Tuck your tailbone under and tuck the belly in. Strengthen the muscles of the thighs, lift your knees up into the clinched up position. Clinch everything from belly button to knees. Lift through the body, up, up, up. And let's reach the arms out to the side and up with a big inhalation. Stretch it up. Expand your rib cage big. Breathe in a lot. Exhale, bring the hands down to prayer pose. Push it back up. Breathe in. Exhale. Visualize your arms are like beautiful wings. Angel's wings or bird's wings. In and out. Beautiful feathery wings up and down. Let's bend the knees about halfway down to a chair. Get the feet really under the hips, maybe even just a hair wider. Bend those knees. Sit down like you're halfway down to a chair and swim with your arms like you're swimming laps with Michael Phelps. Let's get some speed going here. Go, go, go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Swing those arms around. Let's do the backstroke. Breathe. Let's do the butterfly. Both arms back and up. Reach up and forward. Up and forward. Breathe in and out. And let's do a backwards butterfly, even though there's no swimming move called the backwards butterfly. We can invent it in our imagination. Bring the hands up, lift through the torso, breathe in, and exhale, bring them down. Backwards butterfly. One more, big one. All right, stand tall. Bring the feet a little closer together under the hips. Reach, tuck in, give those locks through the lower body from knees to waist. Tuck in the belly, squeeze the buttocks down. As if you're tailing your tailbone to reach down towards your heels. You're telling your sternum to reach up to the heavens. Beautiful. Arms out to the side and up, reach up, breathe in. Just the right hand drops down. Watch it drop. Look at it reaching down towards the floor as you reach your left hand up, stretching through the armpit and rib cage. Relax your right side, stretch up with your left side. Look down at your right side. And we are going to let that right hand slowly lift up. Breathe in. Let it lift slowly like steam rising. Watch it go up. Breathe in big. Stretch tall. And the other side drops down. Now the left hand dropping down slowly like wax melting. Look at it down there as you stretch your right side up. Feel the ribs. Create space between all those little bones. Through the armpit, stretch up, look down. And now the left hand starts to rise as you breathe in. Watch it rise slowly up like steam rising in the sky. Reach it up, breathe in. Stretch it tall as you can. And arms out to the side. Just let your arms hang. Roll the shoulders one more time. And here's where I tell you that I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I'm so happy that you're joining me for yoga. I'm so happy to see that I get little notifications from you telling me that I'm doing something helpful in your life that makes me feel like I have a purpose and I have a reason to get up in the morning. So I'm grateful to each of you. Let's keep it going. Let's see how long we can keep this Tuesday, Thursday live at Facebook yoga going and see if we can just get ourselves to feel better, believe that peace is possible in this world full of stress and strife and injustice and fear and worry. What can solve it? Peace, love, people who believe in peace and love, working towards that end. Starts with a thought. Everything starts with a thought. And we are not our thoughts, but we can ask our brain to spend its time in positivity and love and peace and hope. So I'll leave you with one little phrase here from one of my heroes, Dr. Dwayne Dwyer. And he's telling us that I become what I think about. The ancestor to every action is thought. Don't embrace limited or negative thinking. Embrace love and let that be the seed that grows fruit in your heart and in your mind, in your life, in your actions, and spreads outward throughout the world. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. See you again on Tuesday. I'll be here. Hope you will too. Namaste.